What I want to show you right off the bat is why you shouldn't be intimidated when you open this box and you have all of this stuff. Alright, today we're doing remote start on a 2007 Ford Edge. And what I want to show you right off the bat is why you shouldn't be intimidated when you open this box and you have all of this stuff. This looks like a ton of wires, but really when it comes down to it and we're preparing all the wiring, a lot of these wires go away. So I'll put up on the screen the wiring information for the vehicle and also for the bypass so that you can see what wires we're actually going to use and which ones we're not. And you'll see how much I cut down on all these wires. So I'm going to move you in closer. Alright, so on the wiring information, I know I'm going to need my lock and unlock. So first thing I'm going to do is plug in all these harnesses. Alright, so we know we're going to need the parking light wire, the ground wire, and the brake wire is supposed to work through the bypass, as well as the tack wire, which would be on this harness here. So really what's left on this harness right here we can cut. So automatically we're getting rid of all of these wires, this wire, this harness, and then we move to the bypass. But one other thing I like to do at this point is I like to get all these wires together just so they're nice and tidy. Alright, I'm not going to wrap up much of this. I really just want to get it all together. And the tape I've recently started using is called Tessa Tape. And I really like how it looks. It just looks like an OEM harness. The only thing is this tape doesn't cut or it doesn't tear as easily as electrical tape. Alright, so I'm going to set this aside and we will move on to the bypass. I need to look that up real quick. Alright, so the bypass is supposed to do the immobilizer bypass, hood status output, door status output, brake pedal status output, and tachometer output. So that's again why we were able to eliminate this entire harness right here. Alright, so now I need to go to type 1 wiring information. Okay, so the wires that we need, again we'll do the same thing with this. We'll pull these out, plug them all in, and determine which ones we need, which ones we don't need. Okay, and these harnesses, you got 1, 2, 3, 4 total that we're not going to need. So that brings this harness down to just these, or this module down to just these 2 harnesses. And in this first harness we need one, maybe two. It says C note number one, but I don't see where the note is, but if I locate it, I'll show you. So I'm going to show you, I'm cutting off 4 wires. And then on the other harness, we need Alright, so now that we've got everything cut off that we need from here, this is all that's left. So I'm going to clean these wires up. I'm going to group them as they need to be as to where they go. And then I'll pop back on and show you what it looks like. Alright, so here's what we've got in the end. We've got much more simplified wiring. You've got your ignition harness. All these wires go to the ignition. On here we've got data wires that go to the ignition. Then we've got data wires that go to the OBD2 port, the wire that connects these two together. We've got a parking light wire, a ground, and your lock and unlock. And that's all there is to this remote start. So hopefully just by seeing this simplified, it looks less intimidating and simpler to install